We're deep into the night here on Thursday, April 2nd. We've seen a week of baseball, and like we will do each week of the MLB season, we're going to be talking what to catch next week in MLB. Parker and I always like to lay out our series, players to watch, and of course, we are going to start doing our own pick to clicks where we compete against each other for top performances over the next week. But Parker, as we get into essentially what is week 2 of the MLB baseball season, what do you have your eye on?
Well, I mean, judging by this right here on my head, I am very, very locked in on the Red Sox Padres series. Not only because it's a get right series for the Red Sox, or needs to be, it's also kind of a get right series for these Padres.
Yeah.
If the Padres are going to do anything in the NL West this season, then they really need to kind of get their act together a bit. Um, and if they can't do that against Boston in their current state, I don't know who they can do it against. I was just in that ballpark for one of their 2 wins over the past weekend. Let me tell you what, if you have not been to Petco, you should put it on your list of ballparks to get to. Western Metal Supply Company's awesome. That's where the team store is. The whole ballpark is electric. All those fans, they know ball, man. I was walking around
Oh,
having
I'm sure.
conversations with people that are like, they're in the weeds and like bringing up OPS instead of batting average, which like, that's pretty cool. So yeah, I got
Yeah.
Padres, Red Sox, and then similarly, I have Houston and the A's. Um, if the A's are going to be what we hoped and predicted them to be this year, they need to get right and get right quick against a tough Houston team. The A's
Yeah.
have started off 1-5, just like the Red Sox, and Houston in their own division is 5-2. So if the A's, get swept or have a really bad season against the Astros, they could genuinely dig themselves a hole that they cannot dig out of for the rest of the season. They could end this season as bad as 6.5 games out of first place in the West. So if that's the case, I think the A's are finally are this soon getting the nail in their coffin that ends their season. So those are the 2 series that I think are most important, or at least the ones I'm going to be watching.
I'm so done talking about the Astros. I mean, we still think this team is going to be in the basement of the AL West. And here they are starting 5-2, looking like the Astros. It just pisses me off.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest
Come
with you.
on.
Me too, a little bit. These guys, they're something. They're certainly
Man,
something. And
I
they
don't
won't
know.
go away. And you know what? Maybe their record's a little inflated. Hunter Brown is Hunter Brown, but I don't know that the rest of their pitching staff is like particularly great.
No,
I'm not
no.
convinced by a good Lance McCullers start against the Red Sox in their current state. Lance McCullers had a really, really tough last season. He was out of the game for 2 years prior to that. So like, okay, I think that comes down to earth a little bit. And if the pitching is at that level, then I think we see more true to what we thought. The interesting team in that division for me is Texas, and the fact that they're 4-2 to start the season. So that's pretty intriguing. They're better than I thought they were.
Yeah, absolutely. 2 things that I'll be paying attention to over the next week. Number one is how could you not pay attention to this weekend series, Orioles versus Pirates at PNC? Why? Because Connor Griffin is making his major league debut tomorrow, Friday the 3rd. Parker, he's working on a huge extension with the Pirates. If you haven't watched that video where we're talking about these extensions, go ahead and do that. Like and comment on that right after this video. But Parker, man, I mean, top prospect in baseball. We talk about a guy that every scout, every person in the business is saying this is going to be the biggest prospect we have seen in decades coming out of the Pirate system, and he's going to be in a Pirates uni on Friday.
Connor Griffin is one of the most exciting players I've seen in years. Like, genuinely, I think it's like J-Rod, probably. J-Rod's debut was really hyped for me. So I think
Yeah.
that, I mean, I'm going to take Roman Anthony's debut out of that because I think I was more excited than most other people, but I can't wait. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's not only is it Connor Griffin's debut, it's also Baltimore versus Pittsburgh, which, like, if that bleeds over from the NFL, and it does, that is going to be
Nah.
a really entertaining series to be in the ballpark for. So yeah, Orioles Pirates, that's a good one. I like that.
And I'm going to add one other to my list. I know it makes you cringe a little bit, but we also talked about tonight the AL East and what's going on with your Red Sox and the Yankees in their hot start. Well, wouldn't you know it, Parker, that the Yankees have started 5-1, and who are they welcoming into the Bronx? Well, the Marlins and the A's. So, I
Well, I
mean,
mean, that doesn't
Parker,
mean anything because the Marlins are bad and don't have a good record, right?
uh, Okay, you got me. That's true.
The
Okay, the
Marlins are five
Marlins
and
are
one, dude.
5-1. Okay, I know. They are 5-1. They're hitting the cover off the ball. They have like 5 people in that lineup right now that are hitting over 400. Yeah, I get it. Okay, I get it. Okay. However,
Okay.
they're still the Marlins, and they're still
Oh,
the
don't
A's.
do
So
that.
no,
No.
listen, no, you listen to me. You listen to me. Don't get your ass chapped because your Sox are 1-5. Okay, because
No,
here's a
no, no,
scenario.
no. You're
No,
not gonna
let's
declare
let's
this a fish fry before it even happens,
no, no,
brother.
no, no, no. I'm gonna to get the lemons, get the lemon, buddy. It's coming because here's what's gonna happen. Because let's just play a numbers game, okay? 2 3-game series. I think it's 3 games. Let's just assume it's 3 games. 2 3-game series against these teams. Let's just say they take 2 of 3 from both of these teams. You're looking at 6, 7, 8, 9. You're looking at a nine
9 and
and
3.
three Yankees, Parker. Like,
Yeah,
I,
that's scary.
what? It's scary, man.
9 and 3 is crazy. That would be a wild start to their season. A 750 winning percentage out the gate. And you know what? I can talk all the crap I want and say that I'm really excited about the Marlins, which I am. You will not
Yes,
meet a bigger
me too.
Marlins fan outside of Miami. Like, I'm so excited that this
Totally.
team is putting it together. Pete Fairbanks is Marlins. Okay.
Oh man.
Um, I was really nervous when I saw that the Yankees were bringing these two teams into town to play them at home
Yeah.
to open up their season at home because there's a world where there's a world where they're 11-1 coming out of that series.
Oh my. Can you imagine if they're 11-1, Parker? We need to make some sort of bet. Like if they're 11-1, oh my God, we're
Like
next week we're doing
the
like a
record
counseling
is
session for you.
Yeah, 100%. The record that or the schedule is doing wonders right now because when you get to play a weak team in the position that they're in right now where their rotation is going to gain strength over time, this is just the
Yeah.
best case
Yeah.
scenario for them. So I mean, hey, you have to win the easy games. That's what good teams do. And I'm not saying that they're
Yes.
frauds for starting off. If they do start off 11-1, and part of that is sweeping the Marlins and the A's in their current form, yeah,
Sure.
go right ahead, dude. That's what you
Yeah.
should be doing. That's a good baseball team.
Oh man, well we'll go ahead and follow those series, and next week we'll check in on those for sure. One thing we'll do here each and every week, Parker, is we're going to compete against each other. We're going to do some pick to clicks. One week we'll do batters, one week we'll do pitchers, and at the end of the season we're going to tally it all up and see who won, Parker and I, for our pick to clicks in 2026. So for the first time, we're going to pick a hitter that we think will get the most hits over the next 7 days, over the next week. Parker, who is your pick to click for the next week?
All right, brother. I'm actually changing the pick that I wrote on screen. I'm
Oh.
changing what I predicted. Just so everybody knows, in our show notes, I have written Ryan O'Hearn, and I do think Ryan O'Hearn's due and going to have a really good series against his former team as he plays for Pittsburgh. But my pick to click for this upcoming week, because he is going to be playing against those Sacramento A's, is Yordan Alvarez, who already has 3 home runs on the season with 6 RBI. He is hitting .417 with a .563 on base percentage and a .917 slug with a .1479 OPS. Hold on, wait. Guess what his OPS plus is.
Oh my goodness. 250.
Oh, brother. 325.
Stop. That is
Yeah.
that is ridiculous. That is
That is insane. He has a 325 OPS plus, so I'm going with Yordan Alvarez.
Dude, I want to just make a general preface. We are talking about stats 6 games into the season, but still, that is bonkers. That is insane. Oh my God.
He is as good as 3 average hitters combined and then some.
That is wild. Okay, so I'm going to tell you a little bit about my guy. So it's funny because I had my Fangraphs page for this guy, and automatically now it's like totally lost. Where is he here? So my guy I picked, not merely because he's ripping the cover off the ball right now, but hey, you know, Parker, I love a good story. That's we're all about good stories and good vibes here. And
Yes, sir.
I'm going with Joey Weimer of the Nationals. Okay, outfielder of the Nationals. This is a guy, Parker, that has bounced around a lot over the last couple
Yeah,
years.
yes.
He made his he You're just laughing because it's ridiculous. He made his debut in 2023. He's bounced around and been DFA'd from the Brewers, the Reds, the Marlins, and here he is crashing onto the scene with the Nationals. Okay, this guy's average exit velocity is 91 miles per hour off the bat so far this year. He's hitting half of his balls as hard hit balls, and he's barreling about 15% of them. And I'll tell you this, Parker. He also tied Carlos Delgado's 2002 MLB record for reaching base consecutively in the first 10 consecutive plate appearances of a season. He went 8 for 8. He had 2 walks before reaching his first out. And this is a guy, again, off of the scrap heap of a DFA and on these Nationals who are hitting the ball in a few respects. So I'm picking Joey Weimer to make more contact here in the next week, and we'll see if he has an edge on your boy, Jordan.
Um, he's having a incredible start to his season. I'm feeling pretty confident right now. I'm not gonna
Stop.
lie.
All right. You know what? I hope to God Joey Weimer goes another like 9 for 12 and just you could just shit on that. Seriously?
Dude, I'll take the L at that point. I will take the L at that point.
All right, here. I'll do this for you. I'll do this for you because I feel like we absolutely need to go through this. Let's see. Where is he at? What do you think Joey Weimer's WRC plus is right now? Take a guess at that, Parker.
I pulled up his reference page and I haven't scrolled over to see the OPS plus, which is normally a pretty good indicator. So I'm gonna
just take
guess.
a
Let's see.
guess.
His
Take
OPS
a
is a
guess.
1741. Is it? Let's 403.
Oh wow, okay, you're getting a little crazy. All right.
Okay.
367, but
That
still.
wasn't that far off. That wasn't that bad. I was closer with 403 than you were
Yes.
with your guess on Jordan.
That's fair. The fact that we're talking about Joey Weimer with a 367 WRC plus, this is baseball. This is baseball. This is why we love
Absolutely.
it. 6 days
Oh,
into
his
the
OPS
season.
plus is higher than Jordan's. It's 398.
Oh man, I love when you get 3 players out of 1 6 days into a season. It's great.
100%.
It's great.
100%. Well,
All right,
I am
folks.
looking forward to this upcoming week. I'm sure you absolutely are. Everybody, make sure you drop down your favorite series upcoming this week in the comments and let me know which starting pitcher you are most excited to see this weekend. Personally, I'm excited to see Walker Buehler go back to Fenway Park and see if he can, I don't know, maybe get a little bit of revenge or maybe just have it shoved down his throat again. Who knows?
Nah, that won't happen. But whatever. Farewell.